This is an episode of Conor's Long Story Longer.
So anyway, I was just telling Byron here a story. We just got done showing some floats off. I ended up telling him I don't usually use a float for anything other than just holding my fish and marking my spot so I don't get hit by boats. So basically I do it for safety and safety only. I don't put anything on it. I don't usually do anything else with it. And there's a good story that I have at South Point. I was pretty early on in my diving career, and we all went diving, my aunt and a bunch of other friends, and jumped in and we dove for a couple of hours. Everybody got out and went and had lunch and we're hanging out, and I wasn't done yet. I was really hardcore into diving back then, so it was I wanted to jump back in and see if I couldn't find some more fish. So I did. Luckily I had a float. So if I didn't have a float, I would have drowned, and that's a fact. I would have drowned. There's no other way about it. So what happened is I was making a drop. The current was pretty strong. I think I was wearing short split fins at the time because I was pretty new at it. And I was making some deeper drops for me back then. And on one drop, I was about halfway up and my one leg cramped up on me. I was kind of nervous, but I was like, all right, still got one good leg, not too far from the float. So I start kicking up, trying to get my one leg uncramped. Right before I get to the surface, my second leg cramped. And there for a minute, I thought that was it because I just couldn't get them uncramped. I didn't know the grab the end of your fin technique. Luckily, I was just by the float. I was able to grab the line with my hand, and with my legs curled up in a scorpion, I pulled myself up onto the float and was able to get my feet straightened out and just rested there with my the tips of my fins in my hands. And it took 10 or 15 minutes of recovery before my cramps were gone. And then I had to do that every 20 yards or so on the way back in against current. So I thought I was pretty much dead at that point. So it's a good reason to end up keeping afloat, not just so you don't get run over or so sharks don't eat the fish off your back. But yeah, so if you got a place to rest. So yeah, get afloat.